doesn't want to fight me. This is why.
This is Jonathan Agger, 5th Pro Boxing Fans, joined by Dmitry Bivol, the WBA light heavyweight champion here in New York. Dmitry, first of all, sum up 2022 for yourself. Everyone had you, or most people had you, as Boxer of the Year. Was it the best year of your life?
Of course it was the best year in my career, and I'm so proud of myself, of my team, that we did it. And I'm really feel great because of it.
How has your life changed since you beat Canelo? Has it changed at all?
Yeah, it's changed. Of course it's changed. More people recognize me, and I got another fight against Ramirez, and now I see my future more better, I think, you know, with my career, I mean.
Do you believe you should be regarded as one of the top pound for pound? Because on the pound for pound list, you're not quite at the top yet in most people's view. Do you think you should be higher on the pound for pound list?
I don't think about pound for pound list and on which positions I am, because if you think about it, you should watch a lot of fighters, a lot of fights, and you should compare yourself every time with these fights, and it takes a lot of energy. I don't want to compare me with another fighters. This is why I don't think about it now.
We thought you were going to fight Canelo Alvarez next. That doesn't seem to be happening. Why is that not happening?
Because he doesn't want to fight me. This is why. Let's talk about rematch. We didn't talk because he took fight against Golovkin, then he took fight against Ryder, and now we didn't talk about it again, and he started talking about someone else about the fight.
So, were you discussing the fight at 168 or 175? For you, did it have to be at 168, or would you have fought him at 75?
Of course, if we are talking about rematch, I prefer to fight 168, of course, because I wanna be motivated on the fight against Canelo again. I wanna fight for the belts.
But if he had wanted it at 175, would you have said yes?
But he didn't ask me about. I didn't hear that he told me, oh, I want to fight for 175 and let's talk about it. He just told how I know that on the same terms, but it's funny to fight on the same terms. No, we don't want to fight on the same terms. We want to fight for his belt in 168, or we have our own way, and we will find a way to fight for the belts.
So there was talk yesterday or the day before that he might fight the cruiserweight champion Badou Jack. Does that surprise you if he wanted to jump up to cruiserweight?
To be honest, I'm not too much surprised. He could make it, yeah, well, why not? But it's not my business now, you know.
So, lastly, why do you think the reason is he doesn't want to fight you, in your opinion?
Ask him why. Ask him.
And then, in terms of you, who do you want to fight now if it's not Canelo?
What?
Who do you want to fight if it's not Canelo?
I want to fight. I want to make unification fight.
In England, we have 3 guys ranked below you: Joshua Buatsi, Dan Aziz, and Anthony Yard. What do you think of those guys? Have you watched those guys?
Yeah, this is all of them are good, and the fight against them, it could happen at any moment, I think.
If you had to choose out of those three to fight, who would you want to fight the most?
To be honest, doesn't matter which fight to make easier. I will choose.
I know you've been asked about this a lot, but I do have to ask. Obviously, the WBC were not willing to sanction a fight with you for the WBC title due to the sanctions and the war. As someone who's not involved in it, do you find this a bit disrespectful to yourself that they're not willing to let you fight for a WBC title?
It's not disrespectful for me, it's disrespectful for all of athletes in this sport, because we are athletes, we are not politics. Just let us to fight.
Have you spoken to Maurizio Suleiman to understand why you're not allowed to fight for the WBC?
We didn't spoke to him. We didn't.
And just two more. Callum Smith is fighting Artur Beterbiev. How do you see that fight going?
For me, I think Beterbiev is better skillful guy, and he has more power. Callum Smith has good left hook. He's tall, and it's interesting fight.
If you had to say, who do you think wins?
We will see.
We will see. Finally, Errol Spence against Terence Crawford is coming up. How do you think that fight's going to end?
I like Terence Crawford. I like his style, his IQ in the ring.
Brilliant. Dmitry, appreciate your time, and hopefully we'll hear some fight news soon.
Yes, thank you.